Hello everyone, welcome to the 5th practical tutorial of Microbiology BPharm Semester 5. In today's session, we are going to talk about evaluation of disinfectants with phenol coefficient test using Riedel-Walker technique. The basic gowning procedure as well as entering inside the aseptic area along with cleaning of the place before commencing of the practical will remain the same as discussed in our previous tutorials. The basic requirement for this practical is a set of 20 test tubes, each for phenol and disinfectant group, which makes a total of 40 test tubes previously sterilized in hot air oven. Along with that, additional 3 test tubes will be kept as controls. Now, for our understanding and for benefit of students, we are just going to show the practical technique for one group, that is disinfectant. The same will be applicable for phenol group as well. Now let us first understand how these test tubes are arranged and what is the pattern in which they should be kept during the practical. As you can see, the first set is labeled as 0 minute. At 0 minute, various dilutions are prepared for our culture, which is Salmonella typhi, which is also shown in the figure. Salmonella typhi culture is usually prepared 24 hours before commencing of the practical. Now what these dilutions represent, as we can see, 1:100, where part 1 shows the part of the culture that we have taken and 100 represents parts of water with which we are going to dilute it. Similarly, it is applicable for 1:200, 1:300 and 1:400. Along with the first set of test tubes, we have 4 other sets, that is 2.5 minutes, 5 minutes, 7.5 minutes, and there will be one more which is equivalent to 10 minutes. Now all of these test tubes will be having 5 ml of nutrient broth, which is previously sterilized using autoclave method. Now, after 2.5 minutes of mixing or dilution of the Salmonella typhi with water, the first set of test tubes, that is 2.5 minutes of nutrient broth containing test tubes, will be inoculated with the first line. Say for example, the dilution containing 1:100 parts of Salmonella typhi with water will be inoculated in the first test tube, represented as 1:100 of 2.5 minutes category. Similarly, 1:200 parts of dilution will be inoculated to 1:200 of 2.5 minutes category containing nutrient broth. Similarly, it will be applicable to the rest of the test tubes. After 5 minutes, 0.2 ml of sample from 1:100 containing dilution will be transferred to the first test tube of 5-minute segment containing 5 ml of nutrient broth. Care should be taken that sampling should be done from 0-minute rack and not 2.5 minute rack, so that the total time of mixing will be contributed to 5 minutes only. The same technique will be followed for 1:200, 1:300 and 1:400 times of dilution also. The same procedure will be followed for the set containing 7.5 minutes of test tubes and 10 minutes of test tubes. Care should be taken that 0.2 ml of sampling should be taken from the set of 0 minutes only. Now, as per our discussion on the chart that we have shown in our practical video, we will now begin with our practical procedure. So in the first step is we will be doing labeling of each and every set at different time intervals. So as you can see, the first set is labeled as 0 minute as it represents the inoculation at 0 time minute. Okay. So firstly, the inoculation will be done from the master culture of Salmonella typhi using micropipette. Care should be taken that exactly 0.2 ml of culture should be transferred to all the 4 test tubes. After this, wait for 2.5 minutes and transfer the sample from 0 minute containing test tubes to 2.5 minute containing test tubes using micropipette. While transferring, 2 things should be kept in mind: that tip of the micropipette should be washed at regular intervals, and neck flaming of all the test tubes should be done at regular intervals. Again wait for another 2.5 minutes, which makes total of 5 minutes, and transfer the sample from 0 minute containing test tubes to 5 minute containing test tubes. Also make sure that the tips are cleaned at regular intervals and neck flaming of all the test tubes is done to avoid contamination. Again wait for another 2.5 minutes, which makes a total of 7.5 minutes, and transfer the sample to the 7.5 minute containing test tube set. After this, wait for another 2.5 minutes, which makes a total of 10 minutes, which is our entire practical duration, and transfer the sample to 10 minutes containing sample set. Take care that 0.2 ml of sample should be transferred at each and every time. Tips should be washed regularly, and net flaming should be done to avoid any chances of contamination. Now, let us understand how the controls are prepared. In case of positive control, 5 ml of nutrient broth will be inoculated with 0.2 ml of microorganism culture, that is Salmonella typhi. In case of negative control, 5 ml of nutrient broth will be added with 0.2 ml of formalin. The same practical procedure will be followed for phenol containing test tubes also. After completion of this entire practical, all the test tubes will be incubated for 4 hours in the incubator. After 4 hours, all the test tubes except the dilutions will be seeded or added with 0.2 ml of formalin. This restricts the excessive growth of microorganisms in all the test tubes, after which results will be observed. The results are observed in terms of turbidity, which means if the test tube is showing turbidity, that means growth of microorganisms is there. And if the test tubes are clear without any kind of turbidity, that means growth of microorganisms is not there. All these results are expressed in terms of RWC, which is also known as Riedel-Walker coefficient. After substituting the values of turbidity in RWC, if the value of RWC is equal to 1, then efficiency of phenol and disinfectant is same. If the value of RWC is more than 1, then it represents that disinfectant is more effective than phenol. If the value of RWC is less than 1, then it shows that disinfectant is less effective than phenol.